at Jawaharlal Vidyalaya Kollam in Kerala. As you all know, we are going through very terrific time due to COVID pandemic. That's why we are conducting classes online. So I appeal to everyone, try to access classes online because there is no other way to take classes. We hope that this pandemic will be over very soon and you all will be back to our campus. So, today I am going to teach you a new lesson. And this is the second chapter of your course book, First Flight. Name of the lesson is Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. Now I am going to show you an image of Nelson Mandela and a brief biography of Nelson Mandela. We must know who is Nelson. You all know who is Nelson Mandela. He is very popular across the world. You can see an image of Nelson Mandela. He is Nelson Mandela. And there a brief biography is also given. I am going to read it for you. Nelson Mandela was a South African anti-apartheid revolutionary, political leader and philanthropist who served as President of South Africa from 1994 to 1999. He was country's first black head of state and the first elected in a fully representative democratic election. And he was born on 18 July 1918 and died on 5th December 2013. He had 3 wives and he was given Nobel Prize, that was in 1993, and also India gave him Bharat Ratna as a token of respect. So this is all about Nelson Mandela. More details about Nelson Mandela, definitely you should share with other students too. And if you want more details, definitely you can get it from internet. One thing is very clear, he is a great freedom fighter. As you all know that South Africa was under British rule for many years. The black people in South Africa undergone years of suffering and struggle. And it was Nelson Mandela who led a great struggle and fight against racial discrimination. As you all know that there was Boer War in the beginning of 19th century. Just after that, the white people patched up all differences among them in South Africa and they collectively came against the black. So, Nelson Mandela came to the mainstream as a protector, savior of the black people. And he led long fight against white rule, and it was in 1994 South Africa got independence and he became the first black president of South Africa. And this you should remember, he was the first black president of South Africa. And in his speech he said very clearly that this newly elected government is not only for the black but also for the white. So before going to the chapter, and this chapter is a small section of his speech that he delivered on the occasion of inauguration of newly elected government in 1994. I am going to ask you a few questions. This autobiography has millions of readers around the world. It's a very popular autobiography. So now you have a small section of his speech, an autobiography is there in your syllabus that we are going to learn. Before going to the lesson, I am going to ask you a few questions. Have you ever read any autobiography? I think you have read some autobiographies because we have many great autobiographies written by Indian authors. So tell me, what is the difference between biography and autobiography? Biography, as you all know, is a life story of an individual written by another person. Autobiography is a life story of an individual written by himself. So this is very important, you should keep it in your mind. Another question, I think you all know the answer. How is autobiography different from novel and story? Novel and story, as you all know, is a literary genres. So you have read so many novels and stories, so you know it very well what's the difference. So I don't want to explain it to you. Last question, you can take it as homework. Write the name of at least 10 popular autobiographies. I don't think you have read, more than 10 autobiographies. Whatever it is, you wish to read some autobiography. You want to read some autobiographies, right? So you can write at least 10, and if you want to write more, and you can write, there is no issue. And definitely you must be familiar with some autobiographies, right? Because if you read autobiography, you will get great inspiration from them. And here, The Long Walk to Freedom is also a great autobiography. You should read it if you get time. It's a big book, and it's around, I think, more than 500 pages, right? So whenever you get time, try to read this book. So we are moving to the chapter. So if you want to understand his autobiography well, you must know about South Africa. South Africa is a country in African continent, you all know. The original inhabitants of South Africa were the black, and definitely the Britain colonized many countries all over the world, including India and South Africa. And India got independence in 1947, but South Africans, the black people in South Africa, wanted to wait another 40 years to get independence. South Africa got independence only in 1994. That was after the continuous struggle and fight against white supremacy. So I am going to show you another slide. There you can see the basic details of the nation South Africa. So here you can see a map of South Africa, and you all know it's in African continent. The name of the states are also there in the screen, you can read. And I'm going to give you a very important basic details of South Africa. The country has 11 official languages and many more unofficial ones. As you all know that South Africa has different kinds of tribes. That's why many languages are also there in South Africa. 11 official languages are there, and more than 11 unofficials are also there. This colorful mix of cultures gives South Africa its nickname Rainbow Nation. Rainbow, as you know, is very important because earlier there was racial discrimination, and it was based upon the color of the people. The black people were discriminated against their color. They were denied government appointments, even they were not allowed to attend some functions. They were not given chance to get education. Their freedom was curtailed. That was based upon their color. New nation, as far as Nelson Mandela was concerned, was for everyone. It includes every people irrespective of their color, creed, religion. So that's why South Africa is popularly known as Rainbow Nation. South Africa has been a democratic republic since holding its first truly open election on April 27, 1994. It means South Africa got independence in 1994, very recently, 26 years back. In 1806, wars in Europe left the British in control of the Cape Town colony. In 1910, the British united 4 colonies in the region and created South Africa. They established laws that separated whites from blacks and black South Africans and practice of segregation called apartheid, which led to decades of